And in this video, we're going to share with you exactly how you can get your AI agent to book 100 appointments per day without breaking a sweat using Make.com and Bland.ai. Hi, my name is Justin, and I help real estate investors as well as agents book calls so they can make more sell leveraging AI bots and technology. Okay, so this workflow automation is designed right now in order to call all of your prospects on a Google Sheets and run all the way through to an AI sales agent that will do all the heavy lifting. So you're not going to need a team to do it or an appointment setter and spend money on that. And it works 24 hours per day, never gets tired, never has any complaints, never gets emotional, just does the calling, books the calls for you so you or your sales team can get on the call and close some business. So if you're looking to do that, this is the video for you. Now, I don't have a tech background or anything like that. I taught myself this, so I'm going to speak to you in very plain language, no jargon or anything like that. First thing that we're going to do is I'm actually going to show you the demo on how it actually will call your prospects by using this AI bot. And then I'm going to show you how to do it so you can actually apply it to your own business. So the first thing that we want to just understand that what I'm using is a Google Sheets, okay? Google Sheets, this is where we're going to be able to put all of our prospect information. This is a demo. This isn't real information, but it just allows you to see what it would be. And of course, you would change this to your specific circumstance for whatever information you have on your leads, and that would be it. But for this purposes, we're just going to have a name, phone number, name, and last name we don't really need so much because they're not going to say the last name. The bot's not going to say that. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're simply just going to run the scenario and see how the call will actually sound. So now it's going through. It's making the call in the first row. Okay, answer. Let's see what happens.
Is this Michael?
Yes, this is Michael. See right here.
Hi, Michael. I'm Jeremy from Searchlight Realty. Just following up on your form inquiry. Is now an okay time to talk?
Yeah, now is a perfect time.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Michael. I just wanted to ask a few more questions to better understand what you're looking for.
Okay.
Could you share a bit more info about your current situation and what led you to reach out to us about buying or selling a home?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom property, and I'm not looking to spend any more than $500,000.
Got it. So a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home for $500,000 or less. Do you have a specific location or neighborhood in mind for this property?
I absolutely do. And there you go. It's going to walk through and however you script it, however we train the bot will be the questions that this AI agent will ask. Okay, so it's very important that you know what you want to say, but of course you've been doing this business for a long time, so you know exactly how you want it to be said, and it will say that every single time without fail. Okay, so that's what works. Now let me share with you how you can do it yourself within your own business and set this up. First thing you need to do is you need to go to make.com, and then on the top it's also us2.make.com. Okay, so then you want to name. Once you do all the login stuff, if you never had Make, you got to just put your name, information, sign in, and then you just go to scenarios. Okay. Now, how you go in here, you just want to make sure you name it something good. So you could, I'll just say demo call. My computer's acting super slow, but that's fine. I'm used to it. I know how to operate within its craziness. Demo call. All right, but you name this whatever you want to name it. Now, can't go into the tutorial about Make because it's very robust on the different apps and websites that it has access to. But if you just wanted to play around, you can actually go to add modules and you see all the different apps it has. You have Google Sheets, Bland.ai, Facebook, HTTPS. This will actually connect any website if it's not on here. And then the list goes on and on. You got Notion, LinkedIn, Salesforce, literally just open it up, play with it. And those are all the modules that are connected to Make. And again, the HTTPS will allow you to connect websites that aren't. Okay, so Okay, so the first thing that we are going to want to do is connect Google Sheets. Okay, and we want to search the rows. And we want to search rows because Make is going to be pretty much automating in that process to see whenever there's an addition to the lead that you have. Now, I generate leads through Facebook ads as well as other lead generation sources, and I automatically have it populated inside of Google Sheets. So whenever that happens, then I have my AI agent call immediately. This is why there's going to be no bottleneck in your process, because it's going to watch exactly when a new lead is added. So first of all, you want to connect your Google Sheets, and all you have to do is just click Add, and then connect wherever you are inside of Google, and that will be it, and it will connect your process. Now, I'm already connected, so I'm not going to do it, but I will add to my specific place in which my Facebook lead Google Sheets is located. So I'm going to go here, and it'll be in Drive, and then I'm going to identify the spreadsheet ID. I will then go to Facebook leads because that's where I need to be connected to. And then the actual row name. Now we're going to use test row because that will be the place. Actually, let me just double check. It's always better to double check than assume, right? So test row is right here. Okay, perfect. And this is again, name and phone number and first name, right? So we're going to go back. Now that's the actual workflow. And here we are. So now this is connected. So we're going to, anything inside of that row, test row sheet, it's going to now be able to call those names and phone numbers. So we want to make sure that the header is there, column row is there. And the first thing that we want to do is we just want to make sure that the phone number is filtered, because that is what's going to be called. And then we're going to press this button right here, and that will take us to this text and binary function. You don't have to know any of this stuff. Just know that you have to go to empty string. Okay, now we're at the empty string, and you simply press OK. Once you do that, you want to test every single module if you can, just to make sure that it works, so that you're not stuck later on running the whole entire scenario, finding out that there's something missing and trying to figure it out later. It is a headache. So now we have this, and it looks like it works. And this is the spreadsheet that it's connected to. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to go to something that's called Array Aggregator. All this does is it pretty much goes back here and says, what do you want? What's important to you, right? So this is important, the phone number, and this is important, the name. So, okay, now you just have that conversation with your aggregator. Okay, so you have to find that inside of the aggregator fields, and these are the things that are important. So now we know that that is connected. Now you're going to see a one here. Don't freak out and be like, I'm a tech idiot, I don't know what I'm doing. It's fine. Next thing you want to do is you want to find the iterator. Okay, now the iterator is the thing that's pretty much going to go, hold on, let me just write that in. It's pretty much going to go in the column row, right? So it's going to, hold on, let me just attach this. So we're going to click on array, and that is going to encapsulate the phone number as well as the first name, so that it goes through the process of calling each row after the initial, let me just share with you right here. So after the initial rows have gone through, now it's just going to go through and call each and every one of these phone numbers in the order in which it receives it. So now you are good to go. It's in the batch call process. And the fun part now begins, because we're going to attach our AI bot using Bland.ai. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for a send call. And of course, if you don't have Bland AI, if you don't have the AI bot, you have to go to Bland.ai and sign up. Now, once you sign up, you want to go to this section right here where it says HTTPS Bland app.bland.ai dashboard send call. Okay, and that will take you to the back end of what's actually happening. This is all coding JavaScript stuff. You do not have to have any tech experience or know what the hell this even says, but this just gets you into the back end. And what we're going to want to do, because if this is the first time you're doing it, is you're going to have to make this connection. And mine is already in, so I'm not going to connect it, but you're going to want to have to press add, and you're going to need your API key. Your API key gets it to talk to Google Spreadsheets and actually call your leads. So here we go. We're just going to go into the settings section, which should be down here. And we're going to go to settings, and that will take us to where we can find our API key. Go to key right here, and I have a whole bunch, but if you're new with your key, you just press this button. It's going to generate a code, and you're going to have exactly T minus 4 minutes and 56 seconds. I don't really know what happened at the end of it. Just don't let it go there because I think it might disappear. So you want to copy this, put it on some kind of text, or you can put it on your Google spreadsheet. Just make sure no one else has it. And then you're going to go right here, and you're going to put in your API key. You're going to press save. Once it's saved, you are good to go. I am not going to save it. And for whatever reason, if they shouldn't ask you for if you're doing HTTPS, then you might need the authorization, but you won't need that. Okay, so cool. Now you're logged in. So the first thing you want to do is you want to connect your phone number that you want to call in whatever column is inside of Google Spreadsheet. So this says phone number 4A, okay? And all that is simply doing is it's attached to right here, okay? So this is A, and this is a phone number. So that means it's going to call down this row. It's going to call down these columns for each and every one of the phone numbers. And now the important part is the task. Oh, one more thing. My bad. So what you want to do is you want to actually press plus, right? Because this is in an E164 format. And all that means is if you've ever been outside the country and you know you can't dial your area code and then whatever your the remainder 7 digits are, you have to press +1 and then it'll call out. Same thing here. This is how it operates. So you're going to have to press a plus. If you don't have this already in the spreadsheet, I actually do. So I'm not going to do that. So you can see the pluses right here. And then if you wanted to have the plus automatically populate inside this, you have to have this little piece of code right here, this little text. If you don't want to worry about that, then you just put a plus sign. One way or another, it will work. If you don't do it, though, you're going to come up with an error. So after that, you want to have and give your AI agent a task, okay? And the task is to call your prospect with the number that you have here, and you want to book an appointment with them, okay? So this is where you can either leverage your own knowledge and information and ask them exactly what you want, or you can use ChatGPT to come up with a dope prompt. Let's just use ChatGPT just for the sake of it, right? But again, you can totally just fill it in with whatever you want to fill. And it can say something like, I am a real estate agent, and I want you to book a call with all the okay, with all the calls on my spreadsheet. Now, if you want to get more granular and you want to have it actually do an even better job at setting up the call with all of the prompts that you want the person on the other end of the line to answer, you can use this example right here, send call. And Bland AI actually has prompts that you can use that really helps you, just prompt everything out. So you can see your name is Jeremy and you work, hold on, and you're part of the sales team. So this is an inbound sales prompt, but you can adjust that for your own agency. And watch this neat trick. So if you don't want to think about it, you could just go to ChatGPT. I'm a real estate agent. I want you to book a call with the spreadsheet. So you can just add the inbound prompt and say something like, I want you to tailor this prompt to real estate instead of inbound sales. Okay. Right. So now I'm going to press enter, and now it's going to be more real estate focused. So you can actually have your real estate business name, company, and now this is going to be more geared towards real estate. As you can see, bedroom, bathroom, but it doesn't matter whether you're an insurance agent, if you're a solar person, just tailor it to your industry, and it's going to give you a workable example of a model of a call of what it would sound like so that your AI bot can sound exactly like a professional. So you're going to take that and you're going to put that in the task. And you're also going to put in your business name. You can say your business name. So you can say Your Realty, right? Realty. And on top of that, you could say, let's say your company, you've been licensed. Okay, so that's good. All right, cool. And then, so now this is going to book an appointment with them in the order in which they have the conversation at the very end. You want to then pick a voice, okay? So you want your agent to sound like an actual person and friendly, and you could just go through and play with all these voices to see which one makes the most sense with you. I'm going to pick Dorothy because she's got a British accent, and I love them. And then you're going to have the first sentence, okay? Now, the first sentence is very important because this is how the natural flow of a conversation will go. You go, hey, Steve, right? And you wouldn't just say, hey, Steve, this is someone from the realty, blah, blah, blah. You would say, hey, is this, and then whatever name you want. And what you want to do is you want to go here and then pick the first name. So that's going to actually pull the data from the name that you have inside of there. And every single call, it's going to change the name of the person that it goes down the row with. Okay, you want to wait for a greeting. So you want to wait for the person to respond back before you then go into your script. Now, this right here, this latency is in milliseconds. This is the pause between how long you want the response to happen after the AI agent says, hello, this is. So you want it to have a pause, and it's really good because it'll actually give a little gasp. Like it'll go, hey, Steve. And it's really cool. So it gives you that human kind of interaction. And you can put a webhook here. You can get really granular with this if you want to actually have them book an appointment inside of your calendar or have an email sent to your team through webhooks. And that gets a little bit more complicated. And for the sake of brevity, even though this is a 20-minute video, I don't want to make it a 50-minute video. So we're just going to keep that simple, but just know that you can customize it however you want to make it even more streamlined and save you more time. All right. And you're going to press OK. OK. And the last thing that you want to do is you want to give it some sleep time, right? Because you don't want it to call back to back to back to back to back, right? You want it to give it some, at least 60 seconds between each call or 30 seconds. It really depends on you, but I personally would say like at least 60, even 120 seconds. For the purpose of this, I'm going to make it 5 seconds just because, I don't want to wait 60 seconds or a minute 20 every time I run through the scenario. So now this is the complete scenario right here. And all you have to do is run it. And there you go. And now it's made the call. Let me just see.
Is this Michael?
It is.
Hi, Michael. I'm Jeremy from Searchlight Realty. Just following up on your form inquiry.
Perfect. And there you go. There you have the call. So you can now utilize this workflow for your own business, apply it, and start having your AI bot calling your prospects, booking appointments so you can get more sales. The workflow will be at the bottom. And if you want a specific scenario, more robust, and you want to really turn things up and you're not sure how to do it, I can definitely help. Just go to the link in the bottom and book a call, and I'll see what I can do in order to help you. Until then, I'll see you on the next video.